Select whatever stand you want. Add the limit of movement so that things match up. Add a rack leg. Turn on move free. Flip it 90 degrees. I shortened it to 50 centimeters. Delete the clamp, because you don't need it. Center the bar. Even though later you won't really need this, because it has to be offset to fit all three sizes, respectively. Right here it doesn't match up with the symbol tilter, so later you'll have to do the best you can, which is what I do. Turn off the limits to movement and match it up. Select the end and add a boom adapter. Select a regular tom holder. You're going to want the tilter to be about 90 degrees, the best you can do. So set the movement to 1 degree in the rotation and try and get it to line up with the lines, the light lines on it. That's you get it. Then flip it another 90 degrees and then another, so that way it looks like it's clamped onto the bar. Even though this isn't how a regular Roto Tom track works, this is the best I was able to do. Make a 6x2. I did it backwards here because you want the shortest depth possible. Remove the bottom head and flip it 90 degrees. Select the end of the pipe again and add another boom adapter. You can add as many as you want and do the same thing. Adjust till you get a good right angle, then do 90 degrees vertically and 90 degrees horizontal. You want to scoot this arm to the middle, but notice how the base of the pipe is too long and it sticks out. So we'll just move it right here and then select the rotator and move that individually. You can see it's slightly off. I will fix this later. Now we add a boom adapter to the opposite side with the tom holder as done before. Same processes. And scoot this pipe so that it's at the end. Add your 8x2 and add your 10x2. Remove the bottom heads on both of those, flip 90 degrees. Now the reason I'm using the standard tom arms, because I actually did this before with the L arms, it's easier because the toms are already centered on the regular pearl style, whereas you have to do some rotating and other junk. This is just a lot easier, and it doesn't look half bad. Level the height on all three so that it's equal. And now is where I realize I have to offset the rack bar so that the spacing on all of them is just so. You don't want the rims touching each other because of the roto frames, the spokes, how they're spaced. So add a little gap. Now make yourself a PNG that is essentially blank. You want it blank because then there's no file there, therefore making it completely transparent. Add the Varus lugs because they are the smallest in size and can be hidden by the roto frame. Now is where I level the rack bar to match up with the rotor. And you can see the rotor is just slightly tilted, so I have to correct that. Once corrected, turn the limit off to adjustment and slide it to the best you can get it. Now you're going to want to select the symbol. I just use a small splash. I have all of the sizes for the Roto Tom frame saved. If you open up my drum structure file named Roto Toms, they're all there. Just save them as new shapes. I made PNG renders of each of the sizes with 4, 5, 6, and 8 spoke. Turn the limit back to the smallest and move the roto frame to where it's in the middle of the pipe and move it up to where it's almost flush with the bearing edge. Now select another cymbal shape. This time you want the 8-inch roto frame. With the blank spots in the PNG on the edges of the shape, there will be places that are transparent and you can see through it. I just do the best I can and have it to where the roto frame is covering the lugs. Then I rotate the frame to align with the lugs. Add your next cymbal, switch it to the 8-inch roto frame, flip it, get it up to the bearing edge. Add another cymbal, change that shape to the 10-inch roto frame, then change that to the 5-spoke PNG. Rotate to align the spokes with the lugs. Down to your last 2 cymbal shapes. I want this one to be the 10-inch roto frame with 5 spokes. Final frame, you'll want the 6 spokes and the 12-inch. Align the spokes with the lugs. Select the rack bar, rotate it in 10-degree increments. I find that's the best way. And you'll have to do that with the cymbal tilter, and it all just lines right up. And that's how you do